I'm going to show you how to do one of the best trading methods on FIFA 23, but before we jump into that, I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 5% off at checkout. Now let's get right into this video. Alright boys, so diving into this video and this trading method, what we're going to be looking at today is the 10-20-30 trading method, and I typically recommend that people have around like 200 to 300k when you're doing this method. So this is a really simple method to set up. All you're going to do is you're going to set your quality here to special, your minimum bid price to 10,000, your maximum bid price to 20,000, and your minimum buy now to 30,000, hence the 10-20-30 method. And then all you're going to do here is really just look for cards that you can get bids on for nice and cheap and make coins off of. Now, it's really simple to set up and kind of, like get the idea of what you're doing, but there's a lot of minor tips that we're going to dive into. So when I start doing the 10-20-30 method, basically what I'm looking for when I first start is I go through and I look for cards that already have bids on them. Because a card that already has a bid on it means somebody thinks they're going to be getting some value out of that card and they're getting it for relatively cheap. So I go through and I look for a card. Let's say, for example, I come across this Mertens here. So what I would do is I have Footbin open and I'm just going to quickly look up Mertens' price here and go take a look at what he sells for. Now, what I want to do is I see he sells for around like 19,000 coins. I'm going to place a bid on him real quick here. But what I also want to do is look at the market sales history here. Now, what this shows us is that like over time, what prices he's typically selling for here. So I can see I could comfortably sell him for like 19,000, 19,250, somewhere in that range. So then what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm making profit after EA tax. So if I sell a card for say 19,000 coins, you have to take out the 5% tax. So you really only get 18,050 coins for that card. Now this Mertens here, I've gone in one for 17,750. So it's not a crazy deal, but I've made 300 coins on that card. So that's just kind of a quick example of a card where you're not making a ton of profit on this card, but we did just make a quick 300 coins. Now, what I do always tell people is you don't always have to list cards for the cheapest price on the market. I think I could quite easily sell this Mertens for 20k if I just, list him overnight. I'm going to list him for 19k though in hopes that he sells in the video, just to show you that you can pick those cards up nice and easy. And I have a couple more examples of cards that I actually picked up here just before the video to show you guys. So hold up. 80% of you guys are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, please. And while you're here, you might as well follow on Twitch for daily live streams and join the Discord for more trading tips, investments, all that good stuff. I picked up a Pato here for 16.5k, and looking at his recent sales history, I could sell him for 18k very easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and list this card for 18k and basically lose 900 on tax, so we'll make 600 coins profit after tax on that card. Nice and easy. Next up, we have a Verde here, and this brings us to another one of our points. You'll see this Verde here comes with a Hunter card on him, which again gives us another opportunity to sell a card for more than it typically sells for. Because if your card has a chem style on it, especially a desirable one, you can sell these for a bit more. So looking at his sales history, he goes for about 18k consistently. I'm going to list mine for 19k because he's got a Hunter on him. People might just want to buy him with that on, and lazy buyers are everywhere. So I think this card could easily get picked up for 19,000 coins. So I'm going to list him there. And then another point when you're selling these cards, always list these cards for 1 hour and then relist them as consistently as you can. That's what you want to do. Next up, we come across this Jalquin here. Again, we get a card with a Hunter on it and a card that looks really nice with a Hunter here, a guy that's still in packs. He typically sells for 21k. I'm just going to list him like 21.5. He's a card that's in packs. He's got a lot of supply right now, so it's not like there's going to be crazy lazy buyers on him. So this card we're actually going to make about 1,425 coins on. So across those cards there, we've made over 2,000 coins very comfortably, just off of literally sitting there and bidding on cards. Now I just kind of want to show you me doing this method live for just like a couple minutes here to show you how I do just the little things and to make things nice and quick, because there are still a couple tricks we need to go over. So first off, set your filter up, and then let's go ahead and get to work here. So bring up my foot bin here, and let's get to work. So basically, I'm just going to scroll through. I see Avia has a bid on him. I'm quickly going to look him up on Footbin. He sells for 14K. That's not a great deal. If we got him for 13,250, we wouldn't really make any coins. I believe this new house card does go for closer to like 15K here. No, these cards that are in packs are typically a little more difficult. The cards that I try to focus on are the cards that are out of packs at the moment. So cards like Winter Wild cards and whatnot are a lot easier to make coins off of. A ones to watch, like Taliso is a nice one. Heroes are good to trade with. So look up Taliso, he goes for 15K. And it really is about just getting as quick as possible as you can, so you can bid on as many cards as possible. I come across this Carvalho, he sells for 40,000 coins. So we got a lot of space on getting a deal for him. Now, obviously, I don't want to just sit there and just stare at that one Carvalho this whole time. So what I do is I place my bid on him. This Kevin Prince Boateng sells 22K as well. So we're going to get bidding on him. And what you can do is you can press triangle on PlayStation or Y on Xbox. And this brings you to your transfer targets here. And then you can quickly just continue to bid on these cards. And then you can just press B on Xbox or circle on PlayStation. And it takes you right back to where you were. And you can just continue to bid on these cards. And what I like to do as well, a tip for when you're using Footbin doing this, is when you're looking cards up, I like to just press the market sales history and it opens up a new tab. So then I have a tab of every player I'm currently bidding on, so I don't really forget their prices. So he sells 40K, I'd lose 2K on tax. I mean, I could make 750 coins on this card still. I think I'm just going to leave it there because you only get 38K for selling him at 40. It's not a great deal. So we're going to leave that Carvalho right there. And another thing that I feel like a lot of people get hung up on, and people say like, oh, I never win cards, I never get deals, is people try to make too much profit per card. Take your 400 coins, take your 500 coins on a card, because that's going to build up over time as you're getting a bunch of these different deals here. So I recommend just taking those smaller amounts of coins and just winning as many of these cards as you can. And the faster you become at this and the more used to it you get, the better this method becomes as well. So we'll keep this going. I know I can bid on him again. I try to stay away from the out of packs cards. Team of the weeks as well are a real touchy one. Like they're typically pretty difficult to win. So I kind of stay away from team of the weeks a decent amount. But if I see a deal, I'll definitely try to bid on it. At least give it a shot. Let's see here. Boateng, still a good deal. I know he goes like 22-ish K, 21.5. So we'll keep an eye on him. I know his new house, I believe he's about 14.5K. And you know, as you go, you'll memorize these prices. Yeah, he's about 14.5K. So still a lot of room on this card to make profit. So you just become more familiar with the prices, and it makes this method much, much better as well. I'm going to leave that Kevin Prince Boateng. It's no longer a great deal there on him. So I'm going to keep it moving. I want to see if we can find a team of the week as well. Last year, team of the weeks were like the go-to for this method. Team of the weeks made crazy, crazy coins. Pau Torres is looking like a good deal there right now. We'll see if we can win that card. But yeah, I hope this just kind of like gives you a general idea of how I do this method, and you could see exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it as I go. So yeah, we didn't really miss out on any deals there. We'll see if this Pau Torres comes across. He is currently, I believe, about 17.5K. Let me take a look here. Exactly 17.5, 18K. So I'm going to bid 16,250 and call it there on that card. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.